Good morning from a South African prison. Of course, it is a beautiful Sunday morning here in South Africa. Look at that sunrise. We got a bit of a late start because it is almost winter time. So the temperatures are chilly. It's about 8 degrees here in South Africa, and we're at a prison. So this is a 110K road race, and it's going to be all around the Cullinan region. But this episode is about a different one. This one is about the shared responsibility we have between us, the participants, and organizers. And when you do running events, cycling events, cross-country skiing, paddling, whatever it is. Right now, I've got 20 minutes to get to the start and do a bit of a warm-up. So we'll catch you later, and hopefully this race goes well. Thanks for watching Better Preparedness. Click that like and subscribe button. And stay tuned. Is that Al? Oh, that's VC. Alright, we got 5 or 10 minutes to start time. Alright. Done. Done and dusted for the 110K. Carbone, please.
That's good.
Thank you.
And a Coke or something.
No, I'll try this blue thing.
The Powerade.
Blue thing looks just delicious. Beautiful but tough race. 110K. A lot of rolling hills. Just completely light up your legs on fire. So it was pretty tough, but really happy with it. Now, I'm here in the prison compound. I'm going to probably leave. Most people have already left. What I wanted to talk to you about is a shared responsibility that we have for event. It's important that we look at us as individuals, us as participants and competitors, and the event organizers. But we are the ones with the ultimate responsibility and interest for things to go well and for the outcome to be good. Now, first of all, you have to look at the nature of the event. There's such a range. You've got the absolute bare bones events. You've got really hands-on and types of terrain and weather conditions and distances. And this event today was kind of middle. It was really well organized. Great volunteers out guiding us at intersections and everything. There were some water stands and like bananas and stuff like that, or drink stands. I think there's an importance to talk about the personal due diligence that we have. We have to be thinking through what can we do to make the event go as well as possible with hopefully little major challenges and crises. You need to think through the what if. If you're talking about an event that requires equipment like cycling and cross-country skiing, and you have to think through the equipment and what can you do to hopefully have equipment that's best capable of surviving and doing well and hope getting you to the finish just as you were hoping. But you also need to think about what things could go wrong and can you resolve the situation by having a toolkit and patch kit and spare tubes and a pump. Well, I could fix quite a variety of things. Now, if there had been a major crash, or if somebody had ripped out the spokes on part of my wheel like happened in Cape Town 2 months ago for the Cape Town cycle tour, now I was able to finish, but my wheel is kind of destroyed. We need to think about what can we do to improve the chances of us getting to the finish and fixing the likely types of mechanicals. If we're talking about medical issues, there's such a spectrum of stuff that can happen in events. Often it's through experience we kind of know how our bodies react. It could be everything from chafing and blisters, kind of on that small end, everything up to sprains and major tears, muscle tears, but all the way up to heart attacks. And unfortunately, those things do happen. So you have to make sure you understand how you will resolve that. If you have a wallet with you with some ID and credit card or your health card, your phone, well, hopefully you can use that if you're coherent. You can use that to get the ball rolling and starting to help you. But even things like these road IDs that have some really important information about you, and your emergency contacts have a few different ones. If someone finds you and you're unconscious and somebody's unfortunately stolen your phone or your wallet, well, hopefully this is enough to get the ball rolling. Yes, the organizers can hopefully trace your number, but how much information do they really have? It's a tough thing. And that could mean the difference between you getting quick care and it taking longer and having consequences as a result of that. Also think about what happens if you DNF, which is did not finish. If you can't finish, how are you going to get to the finish? Or how are you going to get home? Is there public transportation because you're in a big city and you're in a marathon and you're just totally injured, you can't finish? Well, maybe there's public transportation that you can take. Maybe there's a friend or family member that is available and they can come pick you up. There's taxis or rideshare options, and maybe you just have to hike it back to the finish. And that's happened to most of us who've been around various types of endurance racing for a long time. Sometimes you just have to roll that bike out, or if you have a broken ski, you have to sort of kick ski with one working ski and walk down the downhills, who knows what. But just think through what happens if you DNF and how can you try to resolve that situation. We as competitors and participants have a responsibility. We could be the first ones on the scene of someone having a heart attack, and if we have first aid training or CPR training, we might be the ones who actually save that person. Or if the event requires you to have a small first aid kit, you might be able to help close up a wound if somebody is losing a lot of blood and is terribly injured or whatever. But hopefully we as competitors can help take care of somebody else, and then other competitors can notify the organizers. More serious assistance can be hopefully provided. And we as competitors also have to keep in mind that we share the space. We can be involved in incidents, but we can also cause them. And if we're wearing headphones, I know that's controversial whether or not people should be allowed to wear headphones in events, but it removes the ability to hear other participants behind us. And if somebody's coming up quickly in a cycling type of race or trail run, if people can't hear that you're trying to get by or whatever it is, that can cause you to have an incident like a sprained ankle because you tried to go around someone who clearly couldn't hear you. The final one is the responsibility on the part of the organizers. Quite often, the event will publicize a range of what it's offering you as a participant, and that'll be specified in the website or race information that's available to you. Is it a closed course? Is it an open course like it was today? Is it really supported? Is there medical assistance or whatever? We can find out a fair bit about what they're offering as a general package, but never put 100% confidence in that and count on it too much. It's important that we recognize the general package of what events are organizing. They have a responsibility to offer us a fairly safe environment. There's only so much they can do in an event like today where it's just open road. If I ride dangerously and make it hard for other vehicles to get by, I could cause a crash or be hit, largely because of my actions. And that'll have nothing really to do with the organizer. They made it clear this is an open road race, and 110 kilometers here in South Africa, a lot can go wrong in that distance. So hopefully you get a bit of a picture that the event organizer, yes, they have a responsibility, and hopefully they pledge to do certain things, but we are the ones with the ultimate interest in our safety, in our outcome, and hopefully we take care of ourselves, and if things go wrong, the organizers are able to help us to a limited degree. If we have a heart attack and we have no ID, no wallet, well, can they initiate care, emergency care? Maybe you're in a country where you need to have a credit card or a health card and show that before they'll even let you through the doors of the hospital, or be able to take an ambulance or whatever, an air ambulance. But just make sure you put the conditions as much in your favor. Thanks for watching Better Preparedness. Click that like and subscribe button. Click the little bell so that you're notified when new episodes come out.